Good morning, everybody. This is your favorite aspiring historian here, a wandering author, reminding you that we're all the authors of our own lives. As always, my message remains the same: spend less, live more, earn your freedom with frugality. And today I'm in Joshua Tree National Park. We're going to talk a little bit about the Corinthian War. So, leading up to it, Greece had been united under a single hegemon for the first time in its history, but Spartan leadership would not go unopposed, as evidenced by the Peloponnesian League's refusal to obey orders over Athens in 404 BCE. Within a few years, several states will leave Sparta's alliance, rejoining forces with a resurrected Athens. The 5th century Ionian Dorian division was dropped, which is how they divided up their territory previously, as it no longer reflected reality. Ultimately, this struggle would be pointless, and a late historian would comment, quoting, "For all their attempts to impose their rule on one another, they succeeded only in their ability to rule themselves." Sparta irritated Artaxerxes, who's the leader of Persia, enough to get him involved in Greek affairs. Spartan forces achieved little during the Corinthian War in Anatolia, and Pharnabazus countered by assembling a fleet with Artaxerxes' blessing. Spartan successes prompted an anti-Spartan alliance by 395 after they saw limited success invading Boeotia. Then Lysander died, attempting to dislodge the Boeotian confederacy by himself, instead of waiting for his planned rendezvous with the leader Pausanias. The war's name derived from the fact that the Allied War Council was based in Corinth, and although the war failed to achieve its primary objective, it did rock Spartan hegemony in the region. Sparta succeeded on land at Nemea and Coronia, but they lost their freshly assembled fleet at the Battle of Cnidus, ending Sparta's attempt to become a naval power. Consequently, Athens will launch several naval campaigns towards the war's end. Athenian naval successes alarmed Persian advisors, who defected and began supporting Sparta. Hashtag the old switcheroo. The surprise defection of the Persians forced the allies to seek peace, leading to the King's Peace in 387 BCE. And it was called that because Antalcides was the one that wrote it. And the Achaemenid king, the king of Persia, Artaxerxes II, dictated the treaty's terms, and he declared that Persia would control all of Ionia, and that all the other Greek cities would remain the same, autonomous. Sparta would be the peace's guardian, and he had the authority to enforce treaty terms. Overall, this war ended up atomizing the Greek city-states, demonstrated Persian influence, and reaffirmed Spartan hegemony. But the peace did not last long. Xenophon reports in the book Hellenica that the Thebans encouraged their allies to launch a war with Sparta forces instead of attacking them directly, fearing the consequences of direct confrontation. Their encouragement led to a Phocian invasion after the Locrians collected taxes in disputed territory. In response, the Phocians invaded Locris, ransacking their territory. Hashtag consequences. The Locrians appealed to the Theban assembly, and a general cluster blank ensued. Ultimately, Sparta used a Phocian call for aid as the pretext for full-scale mobilization. Then, Thebes dispatched an embassy to Athens, requesting support and forming a perpetual alliance between Athens and the Boeotian Confederacy. Sparta meagerly invaded Boeotia in 395, and Lysander succeeded in peeling away Orchomenus from the Boeotian Confederacy. However, Lysander's impatience prevented him from rendezvousing with Pausanias, as planned, and Lysander dies as a result of this blunder, trying to best the Boeotian forces alone. Pausanias will be prosecuted for allowing the Athenian oligarchy, who were friends of Sparta, with a democracy, and he was replaced by his son, Aegispolis. And then afterwards, two main fronts developed in the war: a land-based one near the city of Corinth, and a sea-based front in the Aegean. And then we'll talk about the middle of the war sometime tomorrow. But that's enough for today. What are y'all doing in order to inspire, uplift, and empower your local community today? Because this world isn't changing unless we all do our part, and you can count on me to do mine daily. Until next time, I love you.